Today we're going to be talking about the bench press. The bench press might be considered the most iconic exercise you can do in the gym. When you're first starting out, that's the first exercise you go to. Unfortunately, being a main compound lift, if you performed incorrectly, it could really hurt you and take you out of the gym, or you might never go back from it. So we're going to be talking about how to efficiently and safely perform the exercise. We're going to go over everything you need, from how to properly warm up, where to set the bar, how to perform the movement, what you should be doing with your legs, and some common mistakes that you might see being done or you might be doing that you can fix.
So before we actually get into the exercise, we're going to be talking about how to properly warm up for it. You're going to start by jumping on a treadmill for about 5 to 10 minutes just to elevate your heart rate a little bit and get your body ready and moving and a little bit warm. After that, you're going to jump off the treadmill and grab a band. And so you're going to start over here and you're going to go like this until it's back here. And you want to keep doing that until it's nice and smooth. See, when I do it, it sticks about right here. So I would keep doing it until it doesn't stick anymore. And then after that, once it's done sticking, you're going to start your acclimation sets. Your acclimation sets are just going up slowly throughout the weight to get your body and your CNS primed for actually performing the rep. So it's kind of like a goldfish. You don't drop a goldfish into a tank right away. You add some water slowly over time to get it ready so it doesn't go into shock. And that's the same thing what you're going to do with your acclimation sets. Okay, next we're going to be talking about bar height. Bar height is a really tricky thing to teach because there's no exact answer. It's really open for what works for you and what doesn't work for you. My only rules when teaching it is you don't want it so high up that you have to strain to get it into the safety pins and out of the safety pins. I also make sure that you don't do like a full repetition to get it out of the thing. Not only does that make it unsafe when you re-rack it, it also expends a lot more energy than necessary to do it. So right now the bar is set up at a perfect height for me. So when I go back, I do it, it's just a short movement and then you're ready. So you don't have to start down here to push it up. I also don't have to crane to push it back. And now we're ready to actually get into the prep for the movement. So the first thing you're going to be doing is retracting your scapula. So I'm going to twist this way to show you a more accurate representation. So first you're going to shrug up, you're going to push back your shoulders, and you're going to lock it down. This creates a really safe path for your shoulders to move. So it's nice and tight throughout the movement, and this makes it less wobbly and more efficient when you're doing it. Less wobbly means it's going to be a lot more safer for your joints, especially when you're loading it up with a significant amount of weight. With your scapula retracted, you're ready to plant your feet. And when you're planting your feet, you want to put them slightly almost to your butt. And when you do that, you're going to lay back and you're going to be squeezing your glutes and your core and keeping your scapula retracted at the same time. And that doing it is going to create a natural arch with your back. And that's perfectly fine. You're putting your shoulders and your chest in the best possible motor pathway to perform the rep. So with your scapula retracted, you're ready to lay down onto the bench press. So scapula retracted, you're laying down, you're going to plant your feet and squeeze your glutes and brace your core. This isn't like taking a nap on the bench. This shouldn't be inherently comfortable for you. It should be like you're getting ready to do the movement. Okay, pause it. So now that you did everything prior to this, you're ready to actually do the rep. So when picking a hand placement, you want to pick the same spot on the bar. Usually there's knurling. You can put your pinky finger on each side so you know it's a uniform grip on both sides. So when you do that, you're going to unrack it and push it out, pull it over almost to nipple level, and you're going to breathe in, brace your core, and keep everything tight. And you're going to slowly lower it in a controlled manner. When it hits your chest, you're going to press out and breathe out at the same time you're doing it. When you're done doing your rep work, you're going to slowly put it back into the safety pins and drop it there. And that's it.
So you see me warm up and go through my acclimation sets. One thing that I really wanted to mention in the voiceover that I couldn't in the video is I want everyone to take their acclimation sets and their warm-ups as seriously and as slowly as they can. And what I mean by that is, say your top set is 185. You shouldn't be throwing plates 135 on the bar right away and warming up with that. You're not giving your body a chance to get warmed up even. You're starting off at over 6% of your rep work. Now we're going to be looking at some of the common issues that I see people doing when they do the bench press. The first one is just not controlling the weight on the way down and letting it bounce off your chest. You should always be in control of the weight no matter what. You're not getting anything from dropping on your chest to get that little extra momentum. That's not helping you progress, whether it's hypertrophy or strength. You're just increasing your likelihood of getting hurt. The next one, I didn't do a great job at showing, but in the video you see me flare my elbows a little bit wide and then I tuck them in. You should always have your elbows tucked to a certain degree. You should never have them super wide out because that puts a lot of extra stress on your shoulder joint. Well, that's a wrap on the video. I hope you found it informative, and if you didn't find it informative, I hope you found it entertaining. If you didn't find it entertaining either, then I got something to work on. Until next time.